Voluptuous TV.
This is Miss Chaz coming to you on Voluptuous TV. Today I am being joined by one of my favorite local artists who is also a national recording hip-hop artist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chingy.
Shangalang, what's going on?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. I'd like to welcome you back. You've been out of the country.
Yeah, just got back from China. Beijing. We was in Beijing, where they got the Great Wall and everything, and I heard they took 50 years to make that.
Right.
I don't know how, I think they had some aliens helping them or something, because 50 years to make a wall that long, that's crazy.
What was your experience like in China?
It was pretty cool. I got a chance to go to the shopping mall where they sell a lot of high-end stuff, but you can get it for like wholesale, like you can get it for really, really, really cheap. So we went over there. I got like a gang of Louis Vuitton pocketbooks, wallets, and stuff for like $20, $50. I'm gonna sell them over here for about $75, $100. No. But it was that was a cool experience just going over there, because when they selling the stuff is where you be like, so let me get that belt, and then they make a phone call and have somebody come out of nowhere with the belt. You be like, where you just come from? So then we went outside when we was leaving.
Right.
We went through this alley. They got it's a lot of Chinese people out there posted up with just all Louis Vuitton, Gucci stuff and booths and stuff like in this alley. Mm-hmm. And so they make a call to them and they bring it up. It was just crazy. It was funny. But got to check out the Great Wall. Like I said, the China Great Wall, and it was a nice experience. The show was good. The shows overseas are always great. The people over there, for some reason, it just seems like it means a lot to them. They embrace you more, take more to it. And they can't speak one lick of English in the crowd, but know all the words to the song.
Wow.
So it was definitely a great experience.
So everybody who knew I was interviewing you today, and I have to say this, you have so many fans, so many people who are just so enthused about you still.
I appreciate that too.
Very relevant. They were like, you have got to ask this man, where has he been? What's been going on?
Where have I been? What's been going on? Actually, I've been in the studio, still recording. Music is what I love to do. So I'm still recording. Got the music. Still recording and making music. It's just like the business side is something that we trying to get back in order, because in like 08, I got out my contract with. I had signed back with Disturbing the Peace in like end of 06. So I got out my contract with Disturbing the Peace and Def Jam in like 08, and so I'm not with nobody else right now. We just grinding, just kind of trying to. We talking to a couple people, talking to a couple labels, but at the same time just debating. We kind of want to do it independent as well, but still might need that label, that major label backing. But right now I'm in the process of actually just trying to figure out which single I want to go with. And at the same time, I've been dealing with a lot of, personal issues with friends and family. I had auntie pass, grandfather pass, cousin pass. I had multiple people over the years pass from tragedies and everything. And, sometimes people don't understand that can play a part in my role and my music and everything. It was one point where I just was like, forget music. I didn't even really want to do it. I just wanted to live my life and have a peace of mind for a minute. Because we all know, with being in this music industry, your personal life sometimes can be out the window.
Most definitely.
Everybody think they know you more than you know you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I still been in tune with the music. I had dropped the Jackpot Back mixtape, which did pretty good, very good actually. We put out 3 videos, to the mixtape. Let It Go, We in Her, and I'm Rolling, in which my homeboy J Class, he produced Let It Go. He produced half of the mixtape, Jack My Back, but he Let It Go and We in Her, he produced those records off the mixtape. We got a good response off the mixtape. And right now I'm currently working on another mixtape. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet though. So we're working on that right now, trying to get that together. At the same time, we're trying to do this deal, this single deal with JD, Jermaine Dupri, for this dope record that we just made, that we made a little second ago called Can't Leave. So that's the record we think about putting out as a single. But I got so many records that's like singles, it's hard. That's not a bad problem to have, but it's hard because you don't be knowing what you want to go with. Like
you sound like so very, very busy.
Yeah, we try to stay busy.
And speaking of Jackpot, I know July 7th will be the 9th year anniversary of Jackpot.
You just told me something that I didn't know.
Which, by the way, went double platinum.
Yeah, no, went triple platinum.
Triple platinum. 2003 was a very, very good year for you. 2003
was a great year. You know, I always said if I made it with my music, if I got a record deal, and if I was able to go platinum or sell records, I always said I wanted to sell 3 million. And why I said I wanted to sell 3 million because I was in 2 groups that consisted of 3 members. So the 3 million would just represent us 3 in those 2 groups. You know what I mean? So that I always wanted to sell 3 million, and I accomplished that. So that's definitely a big goal, you know, for me that I accomplished, and I actually made history. A lot of people don't give me the credit.
Right.
They don't give me the credit, but you know, coming from where I come from,
which is Walnut Park,
North
St. Louis,
yeah, North Side,
which keeps the 6th District Police Department very
always
much on
working.
their job.
They always working over there. But you know, when I say I made history, it's because like coming out from her, even when St. Lunatics, Nelly and them came out, nobody really, the world really didn't capture how we really spoke her and talking and like the words that her, you know, they may have said something about it, but they didn't really catch on to it until I came out with Right There. Like, so, and it's people, I'm known for it all around the world, everywhere I go. That's what they say. Right there, right there. You know what I'm saying? Where we going? You're right there. Like, so people don't understand that's history. When you, a young St. Louis rapper like myself coming out from her and doing something like that got changed the way people viewed us here in this small town and how we talk. You know what I'm saying? They thought it was, whether they thought it was funny, whether they thought whatever it was, it's our accent. It's how we talk. People around the world talk different. They got all type of accents. But that was history for me. You know what I mean? It meant a lot. You know what I'm saying? And people they don't give me that credit, but I could say I made history.
That's okay. We'll give you credit on Voluptuous TV.
Right on.
I also want to ask you, for people who don't know, and you don't have to go into a lot of detail about the situation, but at the end of the day, everyone knew that you were signed to Ludacris's label.
Disturbing the Peace. Actually, I don't mean to cut you off, but people got to notice that Ludacris didn't find me. He didn't find me. It was Shaka Zulu, his manager, and my manager at the time, and his business partner in Disturbing the Peace that found me and liked my music, and that kind of put me on. Chris didn't really have anything to do with that, but of course he's with the label, so at the end of the day he had to sign off on the contract too as well. But he didn't have no parts in actually finding me. People don't know that. They just see Disturbing the Peace, Ludacris. Yeah, they always associate Chris with my success, and he was part of my success. But what they need to understand is, like, before I signed to Disturbing the Peace, we was already pushing Right There. And I created all that music, a lot of all that music before I got with them. You know what I'm saying? So I already had the Holiday Inns, the One Call Aways, the Right There's. I already had those records. And, you know, and a lot of people always want to make it like I piggybacked off Chris, when really, when you look at it, Chingy made Chingy. Disturbing the Peace at Capitol Records was a stamp, but Chingy made Chingy. You know what I mean? So people just, they gonna do that because Chris was already big.
Exactly.
You know, he was already out, so they gonna play it like that with a new artist. But
So
it's
what
all
happened?
good. What happened?
To make a long story short.
To make a long story short, I'm gonna keep it real with you. What happened was. What happened was I didn't have a lawyer. All throughout when I signed with them, I was using other people's lawyers and everything. So, you know, I just got to thinking to myself, and you know, people was like, man, maybe you should get a lawyer. You should get your own lawyer. So I got a lawyer that ends up saying that they was stealing from me. I never said it. I never mentioned it because I didn't think it. So we all had a big round table meeting, and we're shocking everybody from Disturbed Peace. Was like, have we ever? I was like, nah, nobody ever did nothing to me. But the lawyer just kept on making it seem like they was, and I don't know why. I was like 24. You know what I'm saying?
So you were young and impressionable.
Yeah, I was worried about traveling, recording my music, and having fun. That's what I was worried about. The business end of it, I didn't really even care about. I wasn't even tripping off of. But what caused the problem is when he was making those accusations and everybody kind of started losing communication and just slowly separated. And so that's when nobody was talking. Nobody was talking, and the problem really never got figured out. We just all kind of branched off. And like I said, I never said Disturbing Peace stole nothing from me. Never said it.
And so the Track Stars produced that album.
Yeah, the Track Stars produced, Quick produced the track on there, but the Track Stars produced basically the whole Jackpot album. You know, so yeah.
And so you're in a good place with everybody?
Yeah, everybody's cool. Chris is cool. Disturbing the Peace, people from there is cool. Me and Chris, we email every now and then. I seen Shan from the Track Stars a while ago. Everybody cool. You know what I mean? So everybody doing their thing.
It's really good. Now, I'd like to ask you about your acting career because from 2005 to 2010, you've had an extensive...
I did a couple things.
No, you've done more than a couple of things. You've had 5 film appearances and 6 television appearances.
Yeah, I
so
don't
that's
remember
a lot.
lot of them.
As a rap artist.
I mean, yeah, it's good. It is definitely great for me. The last 2 movies that I did, Polish Boy, which everybody go online and check that out. It's called Polish Boy, where I play this club owner / drug dealer, little young guy, you know. And I'm dealing with this guy named Vincent. He's a Polish cat that's trying to get into the whole street life, but he want to be a DJ. And I'm like this club owner, and I also, you know, sell stuff every now and then. So he gets with me, and I just kind of try to show him the ropes for us dealing with the drugs. You know, but it's a nice movie. I don't know exactly when it comes out, but you can go check out the trailer on YouTube. You can check the trailer out. Look it up online, called Polish Boy. And you know, the Speed Date movie I did a couple years ago. That was pretty interesting. I played this girl's boyfriend with ex. I played this girl's ex, and I actually supposed to have the lead role. I was supposed to be the lead character, but I had a tour in Australia, which kind of conflicted with the dates of the movie, so I had to take a less role. You know, but
That's
it's all good.
Still a role.
It was still a role, and the check was cut. So you know, it was all good.
Right. So what has your transition from your rap career into acting been like for you?
For me, I don't know if I could really say it was a transition, because when I get the roles and everything, I just read them and try to become the person and not even think about it. I just go on set and just do it. Like, you know what I mean? And being that I'm an artist and I have to do videos, you got to think about it, like performing to the camera and just singing my song, and I'm still acting out, but it's just not no dialogue. You know what I mean? So I think when you just read and you get that dialogue down, it's kind of just performing in front of the camera. So it could be simple, but it could be hard too. Right. It can be hard. You know?
But at the end of the day, like you said, a check will be cut.
The check will be cut, yeah.
I want to ask you about exploitation. Because we had a conversation a while ago, And in 2009, there was a statement that was made with reference to a transgender rapper.
Right.
And there was a lot of publicity out about a situation in which someone stated that they had a relationship with you. And you were telling me that people will try to do anything, will go to extreme lengths to get notoriety and fame.
People will. And what I'm going to say about that situation, I want to say it was 2009. It was the first person. It was two people. I'm going to tell you how this go. I'm going to tell you exactly how this go. The first person, I know their name, I think is Fox Giselle or some stuff like that. They went as far as taking my Baller Baby track, doing their little stuff over it. They was trying to become a transgender rapper. Thought that they was going to get on, I guess, by slandering my name, jumping on the beat, saying that they knew me, this and that. They don't, I don't know who the person is at all. And so they tried that. Didn't work out for them. Didn't work out for them so good. They tried to do it. It didn't work out. Where they at now? You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out for them, so now they ain't doing it. So the next person, the Sydney Star person that tried that just a couple years ago, we just found out that the Fox person, paid them to say what they said.
Wow.
Paid them to say what they said and said that they was messing with me. We just found this out. I don't know none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. I'm a grown man. And if I did, I would say I did. But I have no clue who none of those people are. You know, they sit there and try to they slander my name and throwing dirt on my name to get 15 minutes of fame. You know, and when people ask me that, it's not much I can really elaborate on because I woke up that morning and heard it just like the next person. You know what I mean? So just like I said, though, they try to get 15 minutes of fame. They the Sydney Star person got in touch with some of my peoples and was saying how sorry they was about that. Ain't nothing been going right for them since they did that, lying on me and this and that, and that person paid. What shocked me the most is that the person actually paid them to do that.
That's crazy.
I mean, they hate me that much, don't like me that much. They're wasting their time though. They're wasting their time, so that's all I know.
How do you feel when that kind of information is put out there and you have to almost immediatally defend your character because you are a superstar, and people know you no matter where you go.
I mean to cut you off, but even when you defend yourself, people still don't believe you because they sit there and let this person. I don't know if it's that they want that to be true. I don't know what it is, or they just don't like you. But people still don't believe you when you defend yourself. I defended myself, but it didn't get publicized like what they did. You know what I mean? When I said what I said, it didn't get blew up.
It didn't, because I looked on the internet.
Nah, it didn't get blew up at all.
But you had a
negativity
small statement,
got blew up.
but exactly.
Yeah, so it's how I feel about it. I'm a strong dude at the end of the day, though. You know, I keep my head up and I smile. Whether somebody's trying to throw dirt on my name, say this about me, you know what I mean? I just keep my head up and still smile and keep it moving and just brush it off my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, God is my witness. I don't feel like I have to sit here and keep on defending my virility just because these people feel like they trying to get some fame and they want to become reality stars.
Would you ever do reality TV?
It had to be, for me to do reality TV, it had to be the right type of show. Like a friend of mine hit me up about doing a show where it was supposed to be like I think Bow Wow and his mom, me and my mom, and just interacting with our mothers on business and everything. So I do something like that, but I'm not really into the Chingy on the lookout for love, or I'm not into doing those shows like that. I'm good on that. So I mean, it depends on what the reality show is about.
That's understandable. You don't even need to go on a reality TV show to be truthful about it. And moving right along, going back to exploitation, sometimes exploitation can be a good thing. And with that being said, you are utilizing your celebrity status to encourage people to vote.
Oh, yeah.
So you have the Respect My Vote
campaign.
My Vote
campaign. They hit me up. about being a part of it, and if I could be a part of it and make some kids get out there and vote, they want me to tweet about it, just be part of the events they have and functions. People don't understand how important voting is. You know, people are always saying they want to change this, change that. Well, elections. When is the election time? It's coming up, ain't it? November. It's coming up. So you want to change something, you go out and vote. You know what I mean? So, and I got this song called "Watch Me Do It" that we was just talking about. It's real hot. It's called "Watch Me Do It." We were talking about actually tying it to the Respect My Vote campaign, and just to get kids out there to vote, like watch me do it, like, you know what I'm saying. So I definitely think if you want to make a change, you need to get out and vote, and we need to do more of it.
I think that would be great because, again, as I stated earlier, so many people admire you still, and your fan base is huge.
Yeah, and I haven't, and the thing about it, I mean, I haven't been out that long. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like 9 years. It's like that's still not that long. It's a lot of rappers, a lot of singers that's been out 15, 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't been out that long.
Tell us about your upcoming project.
My upcoming project, No Risk, No Reward 13, which, I mean, we all know no risk, no reward. If you don't get out there and take a chance and try to do it, you won't benefit from it. So you got to get out there and try to do it and just try to accomplish that. But the 13 basically just means rebirth. You know what I mean? I feel like this go around, I'm just kind of trying to reinvent myself. But I got that from, like, I mean, it's going to sound kind of crazy, but I got that because back in a long time ago, like in the cult days, you know, everything about skulls and bones. The number 13, that just meant rebirth for them when they was, you know, different projects they was working on, they're trying to succeed at. So the number 13 represents the rebirth, and I just feel like I'm real big on history. I like history and, you know what I'm saying, politics. So I just was like, I'm going to call my album No Risk, No Reward 13, The Rebirth. Just reinventing myself, you know. Because music has, I mean, it's changed in a lot of different ways, but I think you just got to adapt with the time.
Definitely. What advice would you give to artists?
What advice I would give to artists is right now, I would tell an artist to depend on themselves, you know. Make sure they set their goals high, and whatever it is they're trying to accomplish, don't wait on nobody to do it for you, and also don't get discouraged by people, because people be trying to bring people down these days just because they ain't got the talent or they can't do it. So I would just say, you know, be a leader, man up, try to do everything yourself, get some knowledge on what you're doing as well. So if music is a field that you want to get into as an artist or manager, producer, exec, or whatever it is, get some knowledge on it. Go read some books, go read some music industry books, find out how managing goes, find out being a lawyer, how that goes, accounting, you know, just different things, find out about marketing, advertising.
And you said don't blame your manager.
No, don't blame your manager for something that you can do too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just, at the end of the day, I think you just gotta, if it is people working with you in your camp, you just need to make sure everybody's on point. If you the artist, you make sure everybody's on point, because at the end of the day, the business that's being conducted, they're talking about you. It's involving you. So I feel like if these people work for you, you make sure they're on point with everything they do, because they're making decisions for you. So I think the artists, the people should do it themselves.
And what about the local scene here?
Be
honest, because we have trillions of people who are rapping.
The local scene here is nice. You got a lot of talented people out there. You got my homeboy MC, Rich City Boy. You got Fammy and T. You got Lil St. Louis. You got it's a lot of people. You got Fat Feezy. You got Jenna, who just got signed to So Def. Shout out to Jenna. You got a lot of people coming out of here, man. And so I can't name everybody, but it's a lot of people. But I just don't think that the support from everybody here in the city is there. You know, so just let's look at Atlanta. Atlanta radio supports their artists. That's how they end up getting on. That's how they end up getting record deals, because they have been in support of this record so much that they got record companies and people looking for that artist and everything. They do it, but they don't do it to the extent to where the support is really there. And just like, well, a couple of years ago, 2006, I actually started the St. Louis Home Jam show. I started that. Me and DJ Snow, you know, I used to have the artists come on there, interview them, we freestyle, you know, and supporting their music. That's a show that I think that should have stayed on the radio station.
That was a hot show, and Snow is one of my good friends as well. Him and Finster took it over at some point, but that was a beyond.
Because I had to move to Atlanta, but,
hot show.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad they had still kept it going. But man, I think just here in St. Louis, we don't have that support connection as far as the artists go, and just the radio don't really support the artists. The DJs support the artists a little bit.
That are in good with them, would you say?
If they in good with them?
Right.
Yeah.
That plays a major factor, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But they need to get to it more and just start showing more love and more support. That's just what I think.
That's a good point. This has been such a really nice conversation.
Yeah, this is a great conversation. We're just chopping it on up. You dig?
Right. I'd just like to say thank you so much for coming. I know so much more about your wonderful personality. I wish you well with your upcoming projects.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Definitely check Chingy out in Polish Bar.
Polish Boy, look it up online. YouTube it, Polish Boy. It's a nice trailer, just look it up. And if you ain't seen Speed Dating, check that out too. Look it up, Speed Dating, I'm featured in there. You know, hit me up on Twitter, @ChingyJackpot. Hit me up on Instagram, @ChingyJackpot. It's all good. Hit me up on my site, fulldeck.com, fulldeckdekk.com.
And there you have it.
Chingy,
thank you. I appreciate it. Anytime.
You know how I do it. Jackpot is the man, baby. All I make is movies. You dig? If you don't understand me, I ain't stopping till I got a Grammy. Watch me do it. You can stand over there, you can stand. Just watch me do it. Throwing bands in the earth, throwing bands. Just watch me do it.